Hello and welcome. In this video, I'm going to talk about information overload. So you actually made an application, you're preparing to come to Canada, or you're already here. Information, typically people will try to get information in one of four places: Canadian government website, Google and the various search engines, the social media, and family and friends that are already here. Let's talk about each one individually. Government Canada website. Well, as many of you know, that the Government of Canada website is specifically designed to provide information on getting to Canada, application process, and those things, and a guidance to that. And you'll notice that there are many links and tabs, and it can get very, very confusing. Google and the various search engines. Well, if you type in any particular topic, you're presented with thousands of pages. And knowing where to start is really daunting. The third is social media, typically WhatsApp and Facebook. Now, Facebook particularly, you'll find groups which are anything from 40, 60, 80,000. I've actually seen groups where they have 120,000 people in a particular group. Now, what will happen is you'll join many groups because you're looking for information on a specific topic or a particular process. So you'll join a number of groups. But here's what really happens. And before I get to that, let me just make you aware of this. In any given group, there's probably less than 5% of the members that can actually answer questions. So you pose your question, and maybe that question has been asked and answered for 10 times. So it's just crickets, and you don't hear anything. No one answers. So it can be very, very frustrating, and you're spending a lot of time going from group to group to group, trying to garner information for a specific procedure or process or question that you have. So you're spending a lot of time. Now, bear in mind, everybody in that group, the majority of people in any given group are there to ask questions. And the minority in that group are there to answer them if they feel so. So a lot of them get frustrated and just either disconnect from the group or just don't answer any questions. What tends to happen is many of the people in those groups have come up through a process themselves and want to give back somehow, but it becomes overwhelming with the huge numbers of people in each group. Let's talk about family and friends. I see too many people arrive too dependent for information on family and friends that are already here. That can be a real problem. Here's the reality. Someone's moved here 6 months, a year, 2 years ago. They're a friend of yours, they're a family, they're family, they're related somehow. And you arrive and expecting them to give you all the information that you need in order for you to settle or go through some of these processes. Remember that they may have done something a year ago, and that process may have changed today, may have changed. So the information they get giving you, although it's well-meaning, it may have actually changed. So don't arrive in Canada where you're thinking, well, I've got my uncle here or a great friend of mine, and he can tell me everything I need to do. Because what happens is that when someone arrives, they do all the things they need to do to settle themselves. And they're not thinking about that after that. They're not thinking about those processes. They're getting on with their lives and they're trying to build their own foundation. So what I will tell you is trust, but verify. It's important because especially in the climate we're in now, it's difficult to be wasting all that time or wasting money following a path where you've got to come back now and actually look for the information. And there are various channels like this one that will probably help you through that process by the information we provide with videos like this. So again, trust but verify. Take care. See you next video.